Hi everyone, welcome to Real Farm Sim Gaming. I'm JC and we're on Frankenmuth, Michigan. So we've got a bit of a backstory here. It's early August and this is my wife's family's farm, and they've come to the conclusion that her dad's it's getting time to call it quits or slow down. Her other brother does not have any of interest whatsoever, and she personally didn't really have any interest, but I'm I'm a farmer by love. I've never had the ability to be able to do anything with that just because of the money. I've worked in the ag industry for my entire life, selling farm equipment and everything like that. So he turned around and offered us an opportunity to come over here and see what we can make of it over the next 2 to 3 years, 4 years, and try and buy into the farm. So here we are. Um, One thing about this channel that we're going to try and do is Real Farm Sim Gaming. We're going to try and keep this as real as we possibly can. Uh, Equipment that should only be in North America if we can. Obviously, there's not all these mods out there yet to be able to do that. Um, and this is going to be a subscriber contract channel. I've taken a bunch of contracts and put them into a Excel spreadsheet right at the moment, and we're going to try and work through those. But as people start to watch this channel, I'm hoping that people will start putting their own subscriber contracts into the comments, and this is going to be a subscriber contract only channel. We're not going to be selling unless it's a contract that is listed in the spreadsheet that we've got. So what we've got here is on the map. You can see everything we've got. The home farm is set up around the normal spot on the Frankenmuth map. Um, we have animals on this farm as well. We've got a beef herd and a dairy herd. Because of those sitting on the main area here, we also have a digester that we're running all of our manure through off of our livestock to be able to produce hydro for the farm. We have a sow, farrow to finish, and just a sow barn over here that we're running hogs through. And then I've got almost 4,000 chickens running over on one of the other farms here. Um, Take you to show you the home farm while we're here. So we've got our shop. His current combine that we'll be using for harvest this fall is an S780, 40-foot MacDon. I've got a 12-row Gary Hoff corn head over in the shop there. One of my friends asked if I'd like to try an 8800 Kloss. I used to sell them. I love them. And I said, sure, if you want to bring them out for us to play with, we'll definitely put it through its paces here in some wheat or oats to start with. Um, the farm's loader tractor is an 8110. It's got about 7,000 hours on it. And I have actually already taken the liberties of getting rid of this tractor. I've got a brand new 720 Fendt loader coming for it to replace that one. We've got a Kubota RTV. They do sugar beets here, so we've got a couple sugar beet harvesters and a moss unit for picking up along the roadsides. There's the corn head. We've got a couple older Mack trucks, a couple hopper bottom trailers. There's another trailer here that we use for doing sugar beets with. Their big tractor is a 2015 Challenger 955E, and a big ripper that they're using, John Deere ripper. Our elevator complex here, lots of storage to be able to do what we want to do. And then in the main barn, our other two tractors, we've got a 8410. It's got 13,000 hours on it. We've got a J&M 870 grain cart. We've got a 24-row Kinsey corn planter. And then back here, we've got an 8R 345, which is our other big tractor on a Landau. Rock picker, set of drills. And I am trying this baler out. We've got a bunch of wheat and oats to be able to take off here in the next little bit. want to see what it's like using this accumulator on the back end. I've got an actual accumulator bale grab coming for the 720, so we're going to try and see what that's like for loading bales up and going from there. And then across the road, this is where we've got our digester. We've got our cows. Um, we are we're milking a good portion of animals. So we've got 400 in this barn that we're currently using. So that is milking cows, heifers, and replacements. So we've got a mixture of all them, but it is running the GIA uh, automated feeding system. So all we're having to do is make sure we're putting our product into the hoppers at the end of the farm here, and it will be automatically feeding for us. Big bunker silo. It has run empty already. We're actually lacking feed right at the moment. I had to buy a bunch of silage bales to come in for the farm. So I've got them sitting in the bale store. We've got a bunch of straw and hay left over from first and second cuts. We do have a field on the map here, number 11. We have to get that cut here shortly. And then we have 22 is wheat and 20 is oats. And that is going to be our primary thing for our first episode when it comes up after we do this tour. Get that combined, baled. We're going to put cover crops back in there, and then that'll turn into our cornfields for next year. We've got corn on field 37 and 17. We'll be using that. Probably 17 will be our silage or corn for putting in the silage pit, and then we'll take green corn off the other. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how that goes. We've got peas and green beans in these two fields, and they are actually contracted to our local processing plant where they will freeze dry and have everything going out to grocery stores and everything. So they have their own combines for doing green beans and peas. So we are basically under contract for them to grow, and then we'll get the money back from whatever they harvest off of that. So that is one of those areas that we've got a contractor that lives here on this map. The other one is here. We have our Sheldon co-op, and they will be doing all of our fertilizer, both liquid and solid, as well as seed. And they've got their own delivery trucks, so that will be coming to our farm whenever we're planting automatically, so that we don't have to worry about it. So again, trying to be fairly realistic with this if we can. We will be, as I said, harvesting wheat and oats on the first day. My problem right at the moment is if you look at the weather, we're due for some rain to be coming in. So we'll have to see if we can get that all done. If we get rain on the straw, we will rake it just like we would in real life, and continue to bale and try and get everything set up so that we've got lots of straw set up for the cows this fall and over the winter, as well as try and get some of these contracts that we've got filled. And I'll go into that at another time here to show everyone what we've actually got listed on the contracts. So that's the equipment we've got. The only other tractor that I didn't show you is this one, and it is a 4455. It's one of my favorite tractors of all time, and they've got it on this Vermeer mower, and I hate it with a passion. So that is another unit that I am going to be flipping, and we're going to have a self-propelled mower to be able to do all this stuff. I can't keep up with the pull type. I need the tractor for other things. A lot of these bales here we're going to do for dry hay as a small square, and then put them into a large squale using the Arcusin, and then we'll sell them as horse hay to some of the local areas here. So that's the plan of what we've got right now. We're probably going to start combining within, I'd say, probably the next hour to an hour and a half. The wheat has been a little bit damp after the dew last night, and I would say the oats are probably the same way. But I think we're going to have a pretty good yield coming off of this, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that cloth can handle it compared to the deer. They've loved the deer the whole time that's been here, but I also feel that it's getting a little tired, and it's maybe time to be looking for something different. So we'll see where we go for here from in a minute. I'm going to take a quick break and come back, and we'll check things out. All right, so I just came out from lunch and was told that the vent tractor's on its way. So I think the truck is on its way down the highway now. Should be here maybe in 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll show you with the new tractor that we were able to get. This is one of those tractors that has the warning sign from Europe on it, so I already apologize for that. But it is the 720 has always been one of my favorite vents, and I wanted something that was a little bit faster, a little bit more lifting capacity than the 8110, and the CVT obviously is hugely impressive. And as I said, it's coming with a bucket. I got a bale spear already here for the deer that will fit, but I got one of the big square multiple bale grab on the back end, so we should be able to handle 2 or 3 bales when we're doing stuff out at trying to load trucks up in the fields after this drop though. So yeah, so we're just waiting for that to show up. Headed down the main road, and we'll take the Fen off, and we'll get the 8110 put back on. They'll take it back to the dealership, and I think that's probably going to be the end of what we get done here today. This will probably be what we get done here for the first episode today, but the second episode will follow right up behind, and we'll get this stuff put to work. We're going to get the cloths and everything in the field, and try and get the wheat field for sure off, and we can do the oats at the same time. We'll do the oats at the same time. All right, so we'll get this parked, take the straps off and detach, hold ahead. Should be able to get the trailer. I think what I'm going to do is, well, sorry about that. The doorbell rang here at the house and had to go answer it. So anyways, I'm going to get the cloths fired up here just for a minute. Make it a little easier to get that tractor back out. Whoever parked my deer where they did, it's a little bit tight. Go. There. We'll let it sit there for a minute. And we'll get the deer fired up and get it over there, and then we'll do the flip, and we should be good. It's too bad. I love these tractors too, and I would keep it. It's just they're too slow on the road for doing bales and everything like that. So it's I think it needs to go. Let's sit here for a sec. Fire up 720. Looks like it's got the bale grab on already, so we'll get it lifted up and off. So the grass for right now looks like that. Getting over here for a moment. Bucket that comes with it, because we're trading bucket for bucket. Get it back on. And we're off. Go over on the side here, and then we should be good here. And once we're done that, I'll do a quick show of that. Oh, and she's officially not ours anymore. Truck on. All right, goodbye 8110. You were a really good tractor on this farm, and hopefully somebody else has a good use for you. All right. Well, I think my father-in-law is extremely sad to see that tractor go, but I'm very much looking forward to the 720. So it is a Bent 1 cab, fully loaded with GPS. I got the second screen in it. It's got a Bent loader on it, and I went with the biggest Bent bucket I could get. It's just a 2,800 liter high volume bucket that we can use for moving grain or manure or whatever we need to do. But yeah, looking really forward to this tractor. So I think I'm going to put it in the shop for right now, same place the deer was, and then put the cloth back up in front of it, and then we're ready to go here. And figuring that we're probably going to be another half an hour to an hour before we can actually start doing grain, which will end up putting us into the next episode. There we go. So, if you watch this video, what do you think we should do tomorrow or to the next episode? Should we run both the deer and the cloths in the same field? Should we run the deer in the oats and the cloths in the wheat? What do you think? Because the other surprise I have that I haven't shown you yet is my friend at Bent that I bought the 720 through, which is actually where I used to work, also gave me a 1100 and a 1112 grain buggy to play with here. The 1156 would be a direct replacement for the Challenger, and again, it's getting up on hours, so it's something that I'm thinking that we may end up having to do. Obviously, if we can keep it running with the hours we have it on it, not having any issues with it breaking down or whatever, we'll keep it. But I kind of wanted to see what the Bent would do compared to this to compare. So what do you think? What should we do? Should we run combine in each field, or a combine in one field and just run the one buggy between the two of them? So leave that comment down below. I think that's going to finish this initial startup video and show around for you to see what's going on with this map. I hope you're enjoying the idea of this. I came up with the idea from Mr. CDP. I've been watching him since he first started on Farm Simulator and love what he does. But the subscriber contracts thing has been something that he has not done for a long time. So I thought this would be kind of neat to try and see what we can do with it. So with that, thanks so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video.